You're watching Full Time Devils after United's fantastic 5-0 win over Bayer Leverkusen tonight. Not sure it's quite what we all expected at 7:45, to be honest. Heard a lot of people saying they'd take a draw and then obviously beat Shakhtar Donetsk at home, but give United credit tonight. They've gone out to Germany, produced a fantastic professional performance with some outstanding passing, and taken a side that are doing very well in the Bundesliga to the cleaners. I mean, to be honest, it's watching that tonight. It was hard to really believe that Bayer Leverkusen are, second in the Bundesliga and haven't lost at home since March. If they give teams that much space, that would surprise me that they've not been beaten since March. But you can only beat what's in front of you, and that's exactly what United have done tonight. I thought at times our passing was unplayable, especially on the break. I thought we looked like the United of old at times, sweeping from one end of the field to the other, soaking up pressure, and then looking like we could score every single time we came forward. That was really impressive tonight. But you can't talk about the performance tonight without singling out one man, and that man's Wayne Rooney. It's been the story of the season, really, but tonight I thought everything that was good about United went through Wayne Rooney. You can give him 4 assists. I think we have to give him 4 assists the way he played. The ball for Valencia, absolutely fantastic. If he was looking for Kagawa, maybe he was looking for Kagawa, but the way that it fell for Valencia, absolute genius. His free kick into what Sky would call the corridor of uncertainty. The defender didn't really have much choice but to glance it past his own goalkeeper, I don't think. Obviously the bundle was the third one, where he probably should have put it in himself for Johnny Evans, and then the chip for Smalling, whether he was trying to score himself, but we'll give him 4 assists. Fantastic performance from Wayne Rooney. Anybody that follows me on Twitter knows that I'm not his greatest fan off the pitch for his behaviour, but at the moment you can't argue with his on-field displays. His work rate is fantastic, and he's producing some excellent quality. So yeah, hats off to him. I mentioned after the Cardiff game that without our key 4 players, or any of our key 4 players, we start to struggle. Talking about Vidic, Carrick, Robin van Persie, and of course Wayne Rooney. Well, we've already discussed Wayne Rooney's done the job of probably 3 or 4 of those men tonight, but I thought the other difference was having Phil Jones back in central midfield. Whether or not he himself has a fantastic game, I think that he does have a calming effect on the midfield, and he does bring a strength in there that gives us a certain robust attitude, and him being back I thought was a big plus tonight. But we have to say, then they can't be classed as the greatest side in the world, and it'd be nice to think that we'd get that much space in the Premier League every week. We're not going to have the space, for example, on Sunday like that to knock it about, to our heart's content. But again, you can only beat what's in front of you, and United have done that tonight. Record-breaking away Champions League display, and hopefully what we can take from that is a huge confidence boost going into the weekend, because that game at Tottenham now is must win. We cannot afford to get beat on Sunday, and hopefully going into that game now with 5 goals behind us, clean sheet, and a great passing display like that, albeit against a side that allowed us to do it. You've got to say, hopefully will stand us in good stead on Sunday, and we can go down to White Hart Lane and get the result we need.